Thanks for coming, guys. I thought Detroit Mercy really bounced back. I thought they shot the ball extremely well. You have to give them a lot of credit. They went 24-25 at the foul line. We guarded their three pretty good. But Cameron Chapman's a good player. He's got length, skill, size. We really struggle with teams that have length and size and skill. They're very, very similar a little bit to UIC with those long, lanky wings. And that's what we hope to bring in here in the next couple years. Guys that can pass, catch, shoot. I thought he was tremendous tonight. He had 26 and 11. We didn't have any answers for him. But our offense really, really was stagnant. We worked on zone offense. We only had 9 assists, 15 turnovers. So we've got a lot of freshmen and younger guys that are playing against that long, lanky zone, and I think it really bothered us tonight. That was a big part of it. We shot 15 of 17, and they shot 24-25. So, what's that, a difference of 8? Yeah, I mean, that was a part of it. But I really thought the difference was Chapman. I just thought he was so much better than anybody on the floor tonight. When he gets it going like that, he's really good. And then their ball movement. You look at, the number of assists they had. That's pretty good. 16 assists, 8 turnovers. Ours was flipped. We struggle when we don't pass the ball real well, being a young team and a team that struggles at times with that. Yeah, they kept firing back. Yeah, there's some teams. Basketball is so much different than most sports. Some teams you have a better matchup against. Them and UIC. We struggle. We really struggle against those teams for whatever reason. But that's my job to make sure that doesn't happen, in the future. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that at halftime. It's funny you bring it up. I told the guys, I said we were very, very lethargic. Our crowd didn't have much to cheer about in the first half. Totally different atmosphere than the other night. And it kind of shows you fans really like defense, right? Most people, when they pay that ticket to come in the Beagley Center, and we talked a lot about our women's team, believe it or not, in our talk today. Their ball movement, I don't know if it's women's basketball or just the YSU women's basketball. If people haven't seen their team play, they played the game the right way. They move the ball. They get one-mores. They're all very, very skilled, and they can all shoot. I don't know what happened with our ball movement tonight. It was totally different than what we saw the night before. And that's just that was sad to see. But there was just no energy because we just didn't really give them much to cheer about. Those fans wanted to erupt at times, but when you give up 94, there's not a lot to cheer about. There's not a lot to be happy about or proud of. So we've got to do a better job. We've got one game left at home. We'll go into a buzzsaw on Monday night. They'll try to beat us by 30. They're trying to win a league title. They're trying to go at least to the NIT. I don't think the NIT's in their vocabulary, so they're trying to win the league and be the number one seed of this tournament. So we'll have to respond. We're going to take off tomorrow and then practice Sunday, go down there Sunday night, and then we want to try to come back and finish this thing on a high note, because you can either have confidence going into conference tournaments or you can stumble in. We're kind of in the middle right now with the conference play. I thought if we would have won tonight, we'd have had a really good bounce in our step, but we didn't get it done defensively. Yeah, that's a good question, John. I think just go into games with the same mindset. This team beat us up there. We gave up 90-something up there, and then you let them do it on your home court again. We always talk about being mentally locked in and then having your heart locked in. So have your mind and have your body and have a big heart and have each other's back. So you hope what you take is Nas and Garrett and these young guys and Braun moving forward, they take some ownership. I can't go out there and play defense. I didn't play much anyways when I played. But it can't always come from the coach, John. I think that's going to happen over time when we bring in recruiting classes, when we get some more depth on our bench. Those things will come. When your best players play bad, you're not going to win most of the time. When your best players struggle, your team's going to struggle. You have to give Detroit a lot of credit. I thought their kids did a tremendous job, not just one guy, but an entire group of players understanding that Cam Morris had averaged 25.7 points the last 3 or 4 games. So they team guarded him, and they did a really nice job. We've got to get Braun going. He's really struggled the ball. Most sophomores go through that sophomore slump, and the way you come out of slumps is you get in the gym and you work, and you shoot the ball till your arms fall off, and you get in the weight room and get stronger, and you get better with the ball. That's how you get better, and that's what he's got to decide to do. But he's had that growth from freshman to sophomore year. He's just got to keep getting after it. Yep. Yeah, I thought Ty was really, really good. We wanted to play him more and more minutes. He came out at the 8-minute mark and said, "Coach, I need 3 minutes." I said, 3 minutes? There's I think it was 8:30 in the game. I said, 3 minutes, this game be over. As soon as you're ready to go, put yourself back in. That's kind of always been our rule. When you play really hard, you sub yourself back in. So he did that a couple times, and I rewarded him. He's very, very efficient. He played 17 minutes and had 17 points. I wouldn't have took him off the floor, but his we've had him completely checked out. We've gotten him physicals. We've got him checked out from top to bottom. He's got to get himself in better shape. That would certainly help our team. But his effort tonight I thought was really good. 8 for 10, 17 points, 5 rebounds. I thought he really, really gave us everything he had. Yeah, he needed 3 minutes. He said, "Coach, I got to get 3 minutes." I said, "Ty, we're going to get you back there in about 30 seconds. There's 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock." That's kind of Tyree. He said, "I just need 3 minutes." I said, "No, we're going to put you back as soon as you're ready to go." Take themselves out when they're tired. What I think is kind of rewarding for a player. If you're playing so hard and you put your fist up, that means you've worked really hard. So you need to put yourself back in when you're ready to go. So we got him in there probably at about 30 seconds because Devin was in foul trouble all night. Braun had foul trouble. Nas had foul trouble. We had 3 or 4 guys that had 4 fouls. And that's a big problem too. Because I think a lot of things have to happen, John, in the offseason. We've got to get some ownership of our team. It's got to be a players-driven team. We certainly got some good young guys in our program. We got some really good ones coming in. I'm going to see a good one tomorrow on Jelani Simmons. He's 6'5", he's long, lanky, bouncy. I think that his team's lost 1 game. Darius Quisenberry, both those 2 kids are top 5 in the state, Division I and II for Mr. Basketball. So Atiba's having a really good year. I'm really excited about those kids coming in. But what we got to do is work really, really hard, establishing a culture of hard work and just working hard every single day in building that team chemistry, because it'll just add more and more depth to your team. You want your team to look like Northern Kentucky. You want your team to look like UIC. Those guys got 8, 9, 10 guys that can all play. You want depth. That's how you build this thing. And you do it through recruiting.